Today's look is inspired by Zoe Saldana in the new Star Trek movie. And what I'm doing right now is I'm putting a very soft highlighting powder over a very clean matte foundation face, which I already done before, and I already put the fallout powder. So now I'm putting the beautiful soft, like kind of almost like milky texture highlighting powder on the brow bone and right on the inner part of the lid. And what I want to do with this look is to show you the subtleties of how elegant the the eyeliner look can look with this soft blend of shadows. And Zoe Saldana looks so beautiful in the Star Trek movie, and I really loved just the naturalness that she has, but it's very elegant. And definitely right now I'm seeing so much eyeliner looks, and I've been doing a lot of eyeliner looks because I think that's a really look that everyone's really wanting to learn and definitely wearing. And it's a hard look because you're really required to make sure it looks good, and it takes a lot of practice. So here I'm taking this kind of like a milky brownish kind of taupey color for the lid, and I'm gonna just brush that right on the lower middle and all the way around the lid right there, just going all the way around. And I'm just gonna blend that into the actual highlighter that I put on the first part of the highlighting powder area on the brow bone. So, and see how I'm just kind of just patting the color on, because this is such a soft color and I'm using soft colors. So I really want the payout of the colors to come through, even though they're very soft. You still want to make sure that it does have some kind of dimension from the different shadings. So now I'm just going to just take that out. And this is a very soft, subtle look, but very pretty, and definitely will make a nice impact. And the Star Trek movie has a lot of classical elements as much as it is a futuristic story. And I have to say, Zoe Saldana looks really beautiful in it, and I'm really loving the movie. I have to be honest with you, when I was a little kid, I wasn't really into it. My brother was really into the series, and I tried to get into it, but I couldn't, and I just didn't get into it. However, I have a really good friend who is extremely talented, and you may know him. He's one of the judges on Face Off, and his name is Neville Page, and he does all the creation designs for J.J. Abrams, and he does all the stuff for Star Trek and Avatar and Oblivion. I mean, he's amazing. Anyway, he took us to one of the openings of the first Star Trek, and that's when I got really sucked in. So the series that he's worked on, I really love, I have to say. The story, everything's great. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I am putting now a very soft brown liner, powder liner, right around the lower lash line, and it's the color I just showed you. And it has a little bit of a sparkle to it, has a little bit of a gold sparkle to it. Very soft spun though, not like flecked gold, but just kind of a shimmery gold, brown gold effect. And I'm just lining and rimming the lash line with it, just to add some support to the eyes. But I don't want it to have a harsh, edgy feel, because, really, it's really about adding a nice architecture to the eyes. It's not about really smoking it out too much where it really takes away from the actual look. Because this should still always, no matter what, have a very natural feel to the outcome of this look. But yet, by doing this technique, you can really get so much out of it with, using the proper shading. So I'm taking that same chocolate milkshake color shadow I used on the lid, and now I'm actually going underneath that brown that I put on earlier, and I'm just going right on the edge of that brown, and I'm softening it because it is a little bit of a lighter color compared to that brown gold that I rimmed the liner with. And I'm just edging it, and this is a softening technique, and it also creates a nice smoky effect. And if like the darker the color, you'll definitely get much more of a heavier, edgier, smokier effect. But this is a soft, smoky effect. Now I'm taking my gel liner and I'm taking my angled brush. So now that we have the base of the eyeshadow, and see how soft and subtle it is? So now basically the black eyeliner is going to really be the main focus of this look. I mean, it's what's going to create the drama to the eyes. And so I'm taking very small strokes like this, and this is what I want you all to practice, is that, you know, when you're doing this kind of look, you can't just expect that it's going to look good if you've never done it before. So really learn what angle works the best for your eyes, and see how I'm just giving that a little bit of a tail kick. I don't want to make this a huge tail kick look, because in the movie, and this is obviously, I'm taking this from Zoe Saldana's makeup in Star Trek and really using that as an inspiration. It's very subtle, and it's not heavy. It's not like couture or, you know, red carpet. It's kind of everyday, but it's just done right. And so if you wanted to make this a little bit more red carpet, you know, runway worthy, you can definitely make it a little bit more, pull it out a lot more and really thicken the line up a little bit. But I really want this to be much more of an everyday look, and I think this is a very, very, very simple look to wear, and you can really literally go to the market and then have a nice elegant dinner. That's how cool it is. That's how versatile this look is. So I just showed you how just clean that is. And so now I'm going to take my flat brush and just clean and clean any kind of imperfections out, and see how simple that is, but yet it just packs a punch. It really does add drama to the eyes. See, this, even like this alone, is a nice look, but the liner just really, it takes it to another dimension. And so let's do the other eye. And honestly, if you wanted to not put an eyeliner on this look and just put really a good amount of mascara, this is a great look as well. You don't have to do the black liner at all with it. You can keep it very neutral. But I'm, you know, definitely paying homage to Zoe Saldana in Star Trek. So, and she definitely wears the eyeliner. So I want to make sure that, you know, I really stay true to this whole inspiration. And so here we go. So I'm constantly looking at the other eye that I just completed and matching it, because the one thing is you want to make sure you balance and you match at all times. One of the things that I find, and no one's perfect, and you don't have to always be perfect, but when it comes to liner and lips, you want to definitely do as best as possible, because it does create balance and symmetry in such a big way. And even myself, I can't say that I'm ever perfect, and I strive to do the best I can, and that's all we can always hope for. But see how just that little subtle kick makes a really nice, elegant, soft, feminine, edgy, but not too edgy look. And see how that just clean, elegant, soft at the same time, because the eyeshadow has that soft feel. And I just think that, you know, it's one of those looks that you can even do so many different things with this look with the lips. I, for one, don't think that you have to really wear eyeliner only for special occasions. And that's one thing I have to say I loved about the 40s and the 50s. I mean, women put eyeliner on like it was nothing, you know, and it was a big thing back then, because that's how women wore their eyes. And so it was not like, it was like they're just putting some mascara on. They would just put some liquid liner on. And it was such a great, and they put their pearls on, and then they would clean house, or they would do simple things around the neighborhood with pearls and eyeliner on and red lipstick. So, you know, I'm not saying we need to follow that, but I just think that there's something cool about the fact that women can just wear stuff like this and not have to go to a gala or a ball or, the club or a wedding. I mean, this is certainly something that you can definitely wear every day if you can do it. So I think that's really important. So here's my last little touches that I want to add on the liner. Now you see how much time I'm putting on the liner because, like I said, it's got to look really symmetrical and clean. And now that I have the structure for both eyes, you want to take that last step and really balancing and making sure everything looks really, 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 really connected and cool. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a little bit more blending into the highlighting area just to soften it and letting the eyeliner, because I used a black gel liner, and you want to let it dry. Look how pretty that is. It's so elegant. And I hope you go and see the movie if you haven't seen it and really get inspired by Zoe's look. And her skin is flawless, I have to say. Beautiful skin. And she's a very, very, what do you call it, exotic, but yet she's got such nice features that I think we often see here, in the U.S. as well, because it's very mixed colors in the skin and stuff. So, I think a lot of people can definitely relate to her. And she's got fine features, very pointy features, and that's why, I used a model that had very similar pointy features, so you can get a real kind of good inspiration off of what I'm doing. And what I'm doing here is I'm really taking the brows. I'm not going super dark, obviously, but I really wanted to give them a nice refined shape, but not overdone, but just really making sure that it's really super arched. So these are the colors I'm mixing. It's kind of a brownish apricot color, and I'm making that blend of two colors, a little bit browner on the other one's a little more like peachy apricot color. And I'm going right on the inner part of the cheekbone and going all the way on the side of her temple. And right now I asked her to suck her cheeks in. See how that is? Just so subtle. And she's got a great set of cheekbones that you don't have to overemphasize, but and so Zoe does too. So if you tend to have more rounder face, definitely you can go with a little bit darker underneath. But the cheek should still be very subtle. Everything, the eyeshadow, the cheek, everything should have a subtlety. Even the eyeliner, it's still a very big impact to the eyes. I did it in a very subtle way. And this is what keeps it very natural and neutral and clean and pretty. And so see how the cheeks really look nice, and just it gives it enough but not too much. So now I'm going to go with a very, very neutral kind of beigey color lip. It's kind of a nude color, but it has a little more beigey, a little bit more of a mauve-y kind of nutmeggy mix to it. And it has a little bit of a sheer effect and a glossy, but not too glossy. It's got a nice feel to it, but it doesn't overpower the face. Like everything I just used on the face, whether it's the cheeks, the eyes, and the lips, it's all very neutral. It's very sheer, it's very clean, and it's very pretty, and still has a little bit of reflection. Like with the gloss, it reflects. The shimmer and the shadow, it reflects. The cheeks actually had a little bit of a shimmer, a tinge of a shimmer in it, so it gives it a little soft reflection. And I think that it's really important that one doesn't overpower the other. But clearly, even with the eyebrows, I totally, drew in the eyebrows in a way where it was very sharp and very shaped and arched, but I still kept it very, very true to her hair color. And I think this is what really makes this look very wearable and yet elegant and versatile. Great look for a wedding, definitely. Great look for a prom. Great look for just going out with some friends to a club and really keeping that real sensual, soft look, but not too overpowering. If you want to add more value and in the sense of adding more drama, you can definitely put a different lip color on. I prefer a nude one with this because I'm doing the whole Zoe Saldana Star Trek inspired. But if you wanted to take this look to a whole different level, you can definitely put some really different shades of lips and really, create another feel to it. You can even do a huge pop of color and take it to a higher dimension using like a real intense pink or really powerful orange lip, or you can even go real classy, kind of retro with like a blood color red or like a Marilyn Monroe fire engine red color. You can do so much. You can definitely do, if you want to go a little more goth, you can definitely use like a kind of a vamp color lip, a real deep, deep, deep kind of black purple lip. I mean, that's going to totally change it. And in fact, you want to make sure you think about doing those kind of looks, understanding how you're going to wear it. And so lastly, I'm going to put some mascara on. I seldom put false eyelashes on in my tutorials because I think it takes a lot of time. And I always mention that if you do, you definitely can, use that as an option. I prefer always going a little more natural. You know, Angelica here has really great lashes as well, so I'm going to utilize her natural lashes. I always use a thicker formula, and I make sure that I coat every hair and just make sure that it's not clumpy, because the eyeliner and the mascara really are kind of working together to really open the eyes up and creating that nice soft feminine edge to it. So see how I'm just really taking time to really coat each lash and really creating a nice separation, but adding some volume and thickness to it. And it's such a pretty look. And clearly, if you want to put some individuals, I would definitely recommend that. Or you can do some quarter lashes. That really helps a lot. But see how Angelica's eyelashes are so pretty. And I'm sorry, not Angelica, this is Veronica. Veronica's eyelashes are just so pretty. And I'm going to do a simple, just clean sweep and coat to her bottom lashes, but not overemphasized, because the top lashes are definitely the star of the show. And this is just the supporting aspect of the makeup. Now, if you're interested in learning how to do makeup, please go to mkcbeautyacademy.com, www.mkcbeautyacademy.com. I do online training, blended training, private training, but whatever you do, go visit. I'm going to be posting a lot more. Thanks for watching. Please, if you want to see more, become a subscriber, share, like, add more comments if you have any suggestions or recommendations or requests. But thank you again for watching. This is the Zoe Saldana inspired look for Star Trek. Go see the movie as well. Practice this look, and I'll see you soon, and hope you like it. Thanks. Bye.